Chosen one, lock your attention on this message. That unsettling feeling that you don't belong here. The one that's been pressing on your spirit for weeks. Silence it. The atmosphere around you has felt like a thick, silent wall for the last 72 hours. It's not just quiet. It's like you're moving through a different dimension. Maybe you were mid-conversation yesterday and a thought flashed in your mind. None of this feels real. None of these people truly understand me. Or perhaps you woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning this week with an intense, unexplainable energy coursing through your veins, feeling a profound sense of purpose, yet utterly alone. Like you're carrying a secret no one else could possibly comprehend. The silence, the isolation, the feeling of being fundamentally different. This isn't an attack designed to break you. It's an attack screaming at you today, for one reason only. Heaven just upgraded your spiritual rank. The darkness knows you're not from here, and your divine DNA just awakened. It all ends in the next few minutes. The confusion, the loneliness of carrying this immense secret, the feeling that you're meant for something far beyond this realm. But here's the part you need to hear. It's not ending because you finally fit in. It's ending because of what you've already begun to remember. Think back to that moment this week when you held your tongue, when you chose not to explain yourself, when you pulled back from trying to force connections that simply didn't resonate. You felt like you were failing to connect, failing to belong. You didn't know it then, but that withdrawal, that deliberate silence, that inability to articulate the vastness within you, that was not weakness. That was your ancient divine programming protecting your power. You didn't disqualify your calling. You sealed it. You did not find this message by accident. The algorithm didn't bring you here. The celestial courts did. This is a cosmic recalibration, a divine appointment scheduled before the stars were placed in their orbits, designed to activate the dormant power within your non-terrestrial spirit. In the next few minutes, I'm going to hand you the blueprint of your divine origin, revealing exactly why you feel so fundamentally different from everyone else. I'm going to show you the precise moment your divine DNA awakened, and what that means for your spiritual rank. And at the end, I'm going to give you the sacred declaration that silences the earthly noise and fully activates your non-terrestrial power. Do not click away. Your highest self, the one operating from a dimension far beyond this one, is directing you to listen. Because if you leave now, you risk accidentally muting the very frequencies of your divine remembrance, keeping your greatest power locked away. My name is Zerekiel. I've spent years studying the hidden patterns of the spirit realm, the warfare, the awakening, the weapons most people are never taught to use. And I've walked over 10,000 chosen ones through their moment of breakthrough. If this is your first time here, subscribe and hit the notification bell right now. Not because I need the numbers, but because the next message I release might be the one that was written specifically for the war you're fighting tomorrow. You feel suspended, like you're floating in a void between the life you thought you were supposed to live and the unfathomable truth of who you are. And in this void, the enemy has started whispering a very specific lie. Listen to your thoughts. He's telling you that your uniqueness is a curse, that your profound difference is a flaw, that your feeling of not belonging means you're broken or unloved. He's replaying every moment where you felt like an alien in your own skin, every conversation where you felt misunderstood, every time you wished you could just be normal. The accuser is telling you this is a cosmic error, that you were dropped in the wrong place, and that your awakened DNA is an anomaly that will only bring you isolation. But I need you to hear what the ancient scrolls actually say about beings like you. Psalm 139 verse 14 declares, "I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well." Listen to that promise. Fearfully and wonderfully made. The enemy wants you to believe your unique composition is a mistake. But the divine truth is that your very being, your non-terrestrial spark, your awakened DNA, it is a marvelous work, a celestial masterpiece. You are not an error. You are an intentional, high-ranking design. The profound sense of not belonging, the deep knowing that you are fundamentally different. This is not a symptom of a flaw. It is a signature of your origin. It is the hum of your divine DNA resonating at a higher frequency than the earthly realm can comprehend. You are not lost or misplaced. You are a sovereign being, a cosmic regent, here to activate your true power and reclaim your celestial mandate. The heaviness you feel is not the burden of an alien. It is the weight of an awakened God being preparing to command. Hit the like button if you feel this message arrived at the right time. Drop a comment below. What's one moment this week where you felt completely different from everyone else, and now you're wondering if it was a sign or a struggle? But here's the unseen spiritual barrier that has kept even the most divinely appointed beings grounded. It's not the enemy's lie alone, but the unconscious agreement you've made with a lower version of yourself, born from a spiritual amnesia. You've inadvertently adopted the limited perception others had of you, or the fear of your own true magnitude has caused you to shrink. You've allowed the whispers of inadequacy to overshadow the roar of your divine origin, thinking that by blending in, you'd find peace. But peace for a sovereign being isn't found in conformity. It's found in fearless authenticity. Like David facing Goliath, the world saw a shepherd boy, but heaven saw a king. Your biggest struggle hasn't been proving your power. It's been allowing it to fully emerge, unencumbered by the small narratives others tried to write for you. What you just heard wasn't entertainment. It was confirmation. And if you're ready to go deeper, the Chosen One's mantle will show you exactly why God separated you before birth, why the attacks came so early, and what He's unlocking in this season, code by code, until you're walking the life He already wrote over you. The link is waiting in the first pinned comment, but not for long. The first shift, the foundational one, is to actively, deliberately, and with full intention break agreement with every single lie you've ever internalized about your uniqueness being a burden. Refuse to carry labels that were never issued by heaven. Your identity is not derived from external perception, from the confused glances of others, or from the limiting boxes they tried to force you into. You are not an echo. You are the original sound. And once you begin to dismantle those false agreements, you'll start to understand the very source of your discomfort. The reason you feel so fundamentally different isn't a social failing, it's a vibrational one. Your spiritual frequency has been upgraded. And just as a radio cannot pick up a signal it's not tuned to, the earthly realm often cannot resonate with the profound depth and power of your soul. This persistent feeling of disconnect is not a flaw within you. It is a confirmation of your higher elevation, a divine hum resonating from within. This brings us to something most people miss entirely. For far too long, you've attempted to make yourself smaller, to dim your inherent light, to fit into spaces that were never designed for your true magnitude. You've been like a mighty redwood trying to grow in a teacup, contorting your spirit into forms that stifle your inherent growth. But your true, non-terrestrial power demands expansion, not contraction. This is precisely where many chosen ones get stuck, exhausting themselves trying to force a fit where heaven never intended one. And what's coming next will likely surprise you. It always does. That profound feeling of isolation you've navigated, it isn't a curse or a punishment. It is a sacred corridor, a divine appointment with solitude. Think of Moses, who spent 40 days and 40 nights alone on Mount Sinai, not because God abandoned him, but because the Most High was downloading blueprints and revelations no one else was prepared to receive. Your current season of aloneness is not a punishment for your difference. It is a profound period of preparation where your divine blueprints are being etched onto your spirit, away from the clamor and noise of earthly opinions. Now, once you truly grasp that, you're ready for this. The attacks, the confusion, the spiritual heaviness you felt. These are not signs of your impending defeat. On the contrary, they are the enemy's frantic, desperate response to the awakening within you. Darkness only screams loudest, only orchestrates the most potent resistance, when a powerful light is about to break through. Every battle you faced, every subtle resistance, every overt attempt to silence or diminish you, was merely a prophetic confirmation of your rising spiritual rank. In just a moment, we'll uncover what's been hidden in plain sight. This then leads us to a crucial, often painful step. You cannot carry the old into the new. Just as a serpent sheds its skin to accommodate new growth, you must release the old identities, the outdated relationships, and even the limiting thought patterns that no longer resonate with your newly activated higher frequency. This is not abandonment. It is ascension. The specific weight you're feeling right now is often the resistance to letting go of what once served a purpose in a lower dimension, but now only hinders your celestial flight. And here's a truth you must embody. Your words carry weight. You are a cosmic regent, and your mouth is designed to be a divine portal, a mechanism for decree. What you speak over your life, over your circumstances, over your future, holds the undeniable power to shape reality. Stop merely observing your life unfold. Start commanding it. The prophet Jeremiah was told, "I have put my words in your mouth. See, I have this day set you over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to pull down, to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant." Your voice, aligned with heaven, is a weapon of manifestation. But here's the part no one wants to hear. The subtle snare that has caught countless awakened souls. The deepest, most insidious barrier isn't just external opposition. It's the subtle, unconscious agreement within you that you aren't truly worthy of this magnitude of power, this level of calling. It's the whisper that says, "Who are you to be so different, so chosen, so highly ranked?" This self-imposed ceiling, often disguised as humility, practicality, or even realism, is the real spiritual prison. You've been unconsciously accepting a destiny far smaller than the one heaven wrote over you, thinking it keeps you safe from the very power you're meant to wield. Coming up, the one thing most people avoid, but it's the key to everything. And yet, there's something beneath even that. Most people are operating under a misunderstanding. They believe their spiritual power will manifest through outward grandiosity or frantic effort. But the divine contradiction is this: your truest power often manifests not through doing more, but through being more. The universe, the source, the Most High, doesn't respond to frantic effort. It responds to sovereign presence. Your non-terrestrial origin is not an alienating factor. It is the very source of your unparalleled authority. Do not try to resolve the divine tension. Instead, leverage it. Let your difference be the fuel for your purpose. And here's the part you probably didn't expect. The thing that's been blocking your full activation. It's not just the enemy. It's not your past wounds. It's not even the people who constantly misunderstand you. It's the persistent, subconscious belief that you still need permission to operate in your divine frequency. You've been waiting for a sign, a confirmation, an external validation from the earthly realm that you are already equipped with. Your power isn't something you gain. It's something you unleash by fully releasing the need for external permission. And until that profound shift fully lands within your spirit, nothing else will fully align. Tonight, before you sleep, place your hand on your heart and declare this with me. I break agreement with every lie that says my uniqueness is a flaw. I release every need for external permission or validation. My difference is my divine signature. My isolation is my sacred corridor of power, and my awakened DNA is my command. I am a sovereign being, a cosmic regent, and I step into the full, unbridled magnitude of the life heaven already wrote over me. My power is not granted, it is remembered, and I remember it now.